Okay, I'll get started. Well, thank you very much, first of all, to RegTech Africa for inviting me to give this very, very brief presentation on the Association of Governance, Risk, and Compliance. I'm going to walk you very quickly through some slides just to kind of introduce all attendees to the work that we're doing. I also wanted to point out that the RegTech Africa is one of our official training partners in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. So this is a good opportunity for me to kind of introduce this partnership and let all of you know that we're working together to bring a lot of these certificates and also membership opportunities to Nigerian GRC professionals and professionals in the region. So to get started, just very quickly, I'm going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. We're a global nonprofit professional accreditation and certificate organization. We're also a networking platform and membership-based community. We were founded in 2020, but we really started operations in 2021 as a nonprofit out of the UK. Basically, to kind of frame things nicely, there are two sort of roles that we are participating in or that we're focusing in on as an association. On the one hand, what we want to do basically is we wanted to create these professional certifications in GRC topics. We wanted to kind of provide these accreditation or professional qualification opportunities to professionals throughout the world. Part of what drives us is to make these qualifications or certificates as affordable and as inclusive as possible. I will talk a little bit later about the different certificates that we have available. And then on the other hand, what we want to do, or that what is basically one of our kind of primordial or most important sort of driving factors of why we actually exist, is to create this sort of community network, membership-based association where people can connect, where people can discuss ideas, where people can learn, where people can develop thought leadership, put together research projects, where they can develop their business, lead to careers, projects, etc. So basically what we have is we have an entire portal which works sort of like a mini LinkedIn for GRC professionals, where basically you're going to have access to videos, resources from our partners, forum discussions. There are career opportunities. There's a career board. There are all sorts of different things that can happen on this membership portal. So these are basically our two driving factors, basically the certificates on one hand, and also this sort of membership-based community or network that we have created. In terms of numbers, just to give you an idea as to how much we have grown in the past 2 years, we have close to 2,000 members. Right now, we actually might be around 2,100 members from more than 50 jurisdictions in the world. We have a very heavy presence in the United Kingdom, in Cyprus, in Estonia, in Saudi Arabia, in Belgium, and India, and also in the rest of Europe per se, given that we are based out of the UK. But part of what we want to do is we want to make it a truly global association, and that's why we have linked up with RegTech Africa to basically bring these certificates and also bring knowledge of this association to the African continent. In terms of who our members are or what sort of trade, what sort of professions they actually carry out, we're talking about compliance, anti-money laundering, onboarding, risk management, legal. You have some accountants, customer relation functions in general. We do have a lot of students that have done corporate governance, which is a bit more overarching or general. And there we have people in transportation, real estate, tourism, etc. Now, very quickly to kind of introduce to you the different level 3 professional certificates that we have. At this stage, we have 6 level 3 professional certificates. Those are in anti-money laundering, in compliance, in corporate governance, in know your client and customer due diligence, in environment, social and governance, ESG principles and standards, and also in sanctions compliance. Basically, what actually is, one of our unique selling points as an association is that we have bundled up all of the sort of services and products into one nice bundle. Basically, our training providers, what they do is they offer you a study handbook. They offer you 15 to 20 hours of training program, which includes both video and text-based content. You get 2 chances to pass the AGRC exam. which is taken with a third-party provider called UCAP. Then you have also 1 year of free membership to the association. And then with that, if you're successfully passed your exam and have completed the program, you can use the PAGRC acronym, which is basically saying that you're a professional member of the association. So it's a nice bundle that kind of includes everything. You don't have to, book your training program on one side, book the exam somewhere else, book the membership somewhere else, etc. So basically, I think this is one of the things that kind of facilitates the process and whatnot. So why Africa? I mean, this is something that it is a very large continent with a huge population, a lot of young professionals who might be looking into the GRC profession. So what we wanted to do was kind of introduce these global certificates to the African continent. All of this material is very well researched, it's comprehensive, so it applies at a global scale. So this is knowledge that African professionals can use in their day-to-day work. We also want to provide these networking and learning opportunities for Nigerian and African GRC professionals. Part of what we want to do is create a Nigerian chapter of AGRC, where your Nigerian AGRC professionals, AGRC members can get together and host regional events, local events, and other such sorts of networking opportunities. At the same time, we want to provide, African professionals, recent graduates, or people looking to reskill or upskill, or who want to change in career. Basically, we want to provide them with career building opportunities. Whether you want to start a profession in GRC or whether you want to actually go into GRC or transition from, maybe you're an accountant for 20 years and you decide you want to get into anti-money laundering or you want to get into compliance. So this is part of our purpose, our goal. And in light of this, basically, I mean, what we have done is we have approached RegTech Africa. We have started working them to kind of facilitate the introduction of AGRC to Africa. So, as one of the first steps in this partnership, what we have put together is a platform. We have put together this sort of an e-shop for RegTech Africa. It's basically their own online training academy that it's also done in collaboration with the London Governance and Compliance Academy and the European Institute of Management Finance, which are also AGRC's training partners. And basically here what can happen is, any Nigerian professional can go online, they can purchase the different qualifications, they can do everything online, become a member, etc. So this is basically, in a nutshell, what I wanted to present. I took about 10 minutes, so that's good. I know there's not a lot of time for questions and that, we're running a little bit behind schedule, but I would like to, invite all of you to go to the exhibitor booth. We have an exhibitor booth. Please feel free to, make an appointment to speak to me tomorrow, or basically, pass on your contact information to me, and I'd be happy to, send you an email once the conference is over, and we can, chat next week, set up a call to kind of discuss a lot of more of these topics in detail. Also, feel free to reach out to the RegTech Africa team, Cyril, who is kind of leading this effort, and he'd be happy to provide you with more information on this relationship between AGRC and RegTech Africa. With that said, I want to again thank a lot to RegTech Africa for inviting us, for giving us this opportunity. Hopefully next time around I will be able to be with all of you in Lagos. I haven't been to Africa yet, so that might be a good opportunity moving forward. So thank you very much, and a great rest of the conference to everyone. And I'm here for any questions, anything that might be needed. Please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
For him. It's not easy. If any of us have any comments or questions, I would like to take, especially you guys online as well, let me know. I'm going to be pushing in. If there is none, I want to say, Matthew, thank you so very much. Apparently, because we are working date with time, we want to be able to achieve as much as we can, as the case is. But luckily, I believe that we're doing quite well with time, so to speak. However, I would like to quickly announce to find out if my next panel is ready. If they are ready, we are going to go into that panel session. If not, we basically will just take an interlude one more time while we get the panelists ready. I want to be sure that Nafisa Usman